What's up, Seahorse Army? Welcome back. I am currently editing the video that you're watching right now. It was the Roseville Toy Show video from July 27th of 2025, and it's just a really long video, so I decided to split it up into two separate parts, and this video you're watching is the haul portion. So if you haven't seen the actual toy show portion, click here on this link or the description. There should be the link there as well. Go check out that video first because this one is going to contain some spoilers from that. If you don't care about spoilers, then it doesn't matter. You can watch them in whatever order you want. But anyway, I'm not going to prolong this any longer. Let's go ahead and get right into the haul so I can show you all the fun stuff I got at the Roseville Toy Show 2025, July 2025. Let's go. Okay, I've had K-Pop Demon Hunter's soundtrack like stuck in my head all day, so I'm so sorry if you heard me humming earlier in the video. I don't know, because I know I caught myself humming, and I'm like, I need to not do this because like that's annoying to be humming in the background while I'm filming all the toy stuff. I'll probably put music over it so you won't notice anyway, but I am back and I've got stuff. This was a really good toy fair in general. Like, I enjoyed it so much. Thanks again to Rob and Bob for not only for hosting, but for having us. Like, it was so much fun just to be there and be like around other collectors. I met so many new people. I got to talk to so many new people. I met some of the Seahorse Army that showed up and were there. So like that was really cool to meet you and everything. Got to see some friends, you know, got to see Summer and like, you know, help her take pictures for her booth and stuff like that. And I don't know, like it was really fun. But then also the haul I'm really excited about. So that's another thing. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So, okay, I don't know what order I'm going to do this. It's probably going to be out of order, but I'm going to try to keep things together based off of vendor because I bought from a few different people. But this was one of the first ones I actually bought stuff because what I ended up doing was I went around and I was filming, and then I filmed a lot of stuff first, and then I made a second pass and bought stuff. And I don't normally do that, but I was able to go in a little early to do some of the filming and stuff like that, which I'm like extremely grateful for. But I didn't want to like get in people's way and stuff because people were still setting up and everything. So I figured I'd start filming. Then it opened and people started coming in while I was filming and stuff like that. So I'm like, let me just get the filming out of the way. And then I went back and bought stuff. Plus it gives other people a chance to buy stuff. So anyway, there was some stuff I wanted to get, but because of all the stuff I got a lot, by the way. I decided not to. Like that Valentine's Ariel doll that was in the box. They wanted $50 for her, which wasn't a bad price, but I was like, okay, I've already bought a bunch of stuff at that point. Let me think about it and I'll go back. And by the time I was done with like all the buying and everything, I decided not to get her because I had spent so much money. So things like that. So there's a lot of stuff I didn't get, but this was the first one that I went back and actually bought stuff from. So I got some ponies. Now this is a vendor that I saw him, did I buy anything from? I think I bought from him the first time I went to the Roseville Toy Show. And I bought from him several times at the Sacramento Antique Fair. So he's there all the time as well. But I got some ponies from him. And I'm going to have to look up the names of some of these. I know that this is Wendy. And this one is Princess Starshine? Princess Starshine? I don't know. Hold on. Princess Starburst. Okay, so let's do the... Okay, hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, I got 3 ponies from the first set of rainbow ponies. This is Parasol. Now, Parasol I did not have in my collection. I have a reproduction, but I don't have an original. So, now I have an original. So this is Parasol. And then this one is Moonstone. This is another one that I have a reproduction, but did not have an original, and now I have an original. I'm sorry, let me do this so you can actually see them. This is Parasol. So obviously the parasols or the umbrellas for the Cutie Mark. And this is the US release from Hong Kong, 1983. And the glittery symbol and everything in the shy pose, or I don't actually know what this pose is called. It might be called the shy pose, I'm not sure. But anyway, so there's that one. This one is the, this is Moonstone, also from the same set. So yeah, 1983, also Hong Kong with the glittery symbol. Yeah, I don't know what the pose is for this one. I think it might be, is it the glory pose? Maybe? I don't know. I'll look it up later. I want to start memorizing the poses so I could just be like, yeah, I know with confidence that that's what that is. But anyway, so there's that. This one in the same pose from the same set, also 1983. Yep. 1983, Hong Kong. This one is Windy. So you can see like the wind Cutie Mark. Anyway. So, from the same set of rainbow ponies. So, these three were all from the same set. Here, let me do this so you can see her. And then this beauty right here. Now, I do have this one, but I don't know if this one is in better condition than mine. I think this one is at a little bit of an upgrade, even though she is dirty. But I could not leave her. I had to have her because this is one of the ponies that I have a lot of nostalgia for this one, because my cousin Siobhan got this pony for her birthday, and it probably was like her 4th birthday or 5th birthday. So I would have been like, I'm only a year younger than her. So I would have been like 3 or 4 at the time. And, or maybe 2, yeah, around 3. Anyway, and I remember her getting this and wanting it so bad. And she let me play with it, so I got to play with it a lot. So I would consider Princess Starburst, Starburst is her name, I don't remember if I said it or not. But anyway, Princess Starburst to be one of my childhood ponies, kind of, because like I played with her. I didn't have her as a kid, but I always wanted her, and I did play with her a lot when I was a kid. So yeah, I couldn't leave her. And I'm gonna basically, anytime I have a duplicate, it's gonna be one of those where I'm gonna clean them all up, obviously, and then whatever is the better condition one is the one that I'm keeping. If there's variants, then maybe I'll keep, you know, each of them, but as of right now, I don't know if there are actual variants. So for the princess ponies anyway. I know that there's like different names for the European release, but anyway. Okay, so that was the first one. I bought a lot of stuff from Summer. Summer is like my favorite booth. Like, she is like, we have so much overlap in our collecting and like the things that we like and stuff like that. And she had so many things that I didn't have, and I was so excited. I'm going to show hers last because it's like probably my biggest haul and my favorite haul. But let me just go through and get some of these others. Okay, wait, is that all from Summer? I'm knocking things over now. But actually, I think, okay, maybe I didn't buy as many things as I thought. Oh, here we go. So this was not a purchase. This was actually a gift. So this was from Goldie. So Goldie tracked me down. She's one of the Seahorse Army members, and she gave me this Fluttershy. And she thought I already had one, but I actually don't. I don't have this one. I did have a couple of the sea ponies, but I don't remember which ones I had. But I think Fluttershy, this version of Fluttershy is one that I did not have. So now I do have her. Now I didn't really collect these that much because by the time these came out, they were using polypropylene. So unfortunately, because of the polypropylene, it's like really hard to take care of and everything. So I kind of stopped collecting the G4 My Little Ponies around this time. Also, this is like around the reboot. And these were the sea ponies, but I like the G1 sea ponies that look like seahorses, and these look like pony mermaids, basically. Which there's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, so I was like a little disappointed when they first came out because I wanted them to be the seahorse style, you know, from like the way they did in G1. But anyway, since then, it's like, yeah, I actually do really like them, and I wouldn't mind having them. I have to find out which ones I actually have already. I know that she was one of them that I don't have, so there we go. So now I have her. Okay, so I do not remember which booth this was. It was the one they had a bunch of Pokemon, and I wanted Togepi, but Togepi was just a little too expensive for me. And they had a couple others without prices, but I did get one, and this is one of the ones that I had when I was a kid. So I picked up Wigglytuff. I just thought it was really funny because I was talking about it earlier in the day when I saw the Clefairy and Clefable, which, by the way, I did not end up getting. I forgot to ask how much that was, like what they were selling that one for. I don't know if they sold it or if they still have it or not, but I would like to get that Clefable and Clefairy set. But anyway, this Wigglytuff was basically the one that I had when I was a kid. So yeah, I'm super excited to have this. I just need to get the matching Jigglypuff that came with this one in the set back in the 90s. So this is Tommy or Tomy. I'm not sure how to pronounce the brand name, but it doesn't have a year on it though. There's no year. It says made in China. And then it has some Chinese characters, and it says CGTSJ, whatever that means, and then Tommy on the back. But there's no year, unfortunately. Pretty sure this is just like from the 90s. So, but anyway, so I got the Wigglytuff. And then, up on the stage, I forgot the name of their booth. Anyway, they had a bunch of stuff, but they had a bag of My Little Pony brushes. So, and he sold it to me for $5. So I got this whole thing. Now, I don't know, I don't recognize this one. I don't know if this is officially My Little Pony or if this is something else. This might be from a fakie, or this might be from a different brand. Not sure. But anyway, so there's that. I'm just gonna go through it kind of quickly. I'm not gonna like go too deep, but there is a flower brush here in kind of a pinkish purple color. There's this one is from either one of the Sunday Best ponies or the was it the Candy Cane ponies, maybe? I'm not sure, but this one looks like two lollipops with a little bow around the handle. So this little brush, I like that. I do have one, but I only have the one. A shooting star brush. So just a pink shooting star brush. Then I've got, one of the bird, there's two birds in here. So we've got a purple one, like a lilac, lavender, whatever, pastel purple color, little brush. And then here's another one that's a little bit more of a pink color compared to that. So it's a little more of a pinky. It's still a cool tone pink, but it's a little more pink than the other one. And then let me just dump the rest of these out really quick. So I've got another star, shooting star, a lighter pastel pink. And then a couple butterflies. We've got this blue butterfly brush right here. And probably my favorite one from this bag, other than I really like the Sweets one, but it's the butterfly brush, but it's a like turquoise color or like a mint green kind of color. So I think this is my favorite one from this lot of brushes. But yeah, I got all these brushes for only $5. And I know that Goldie was looking for a Barbie brush. She said she was looking for a Barbie brush. I don't know if she meant like a brush with Barbie on it, or if she was looking for that classic, like, the swoopy shell kind of style brush from the 80s and 90s for Barbie. But last I talked to her, she wasn't able to find one. I never saw one in the tubs that I was digging through and stuff like that. But anyway, all right. So these ones are probably my most expensive purchase. And not because they were expensive ponies, but I think this particular vendor just had higher prices. But overall, I got such good deals on things that it kind of evened out. So I'm not upset about it. I got the two sparkle ponies that were there. So this one is Skyrocket. Now, sparkle ponies are some of my favorite G1 ponies, or I don't know if they're my favorite, but they're definitely some of my most nostalgic because I always loved them when I was a kid and I wanted them. But anyway, now I do have these. Each of these are duplicates for me, so it's not a new pony, but they were in good enough condition. I could not leave them. I had to take them home once again in case if it was an upgrade for me. But yeah, so this is Skyrocket. Now, they have used the name Skyrocket more than once for My Little Pony G1, I believe. I could be thinking of somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's Skyrocket. Oh no, I know it's Skyrocket because the other one is like the fireworks in the sky. And this one is a firework taking off before it explodes for the cutie mark. But anyway, so, yeah, the other one was a Twinkle Eye pony, and this one is a Sparkle pony. So, translucent body, you can kind of, okay, I don't know, the light's not coming from the right direction, but see-through body with glitter on the inside. So, that's why they are the Sparkle ponies, and I absolutely love them. They are some of my favorite ponies. So, I'm going to clean them up and see what I can do with them. So, this was a very pony-heavy haul. I am so excited, and they're all G1. So that's like the main, except for the one that was a gift. But yeah, that's what I think I was most excited about, was how many G1, specifically G1 ponies I was able to find, or that I saw there, let alone, you know, that I was able to purchase. But yeah, so let me open this one. Now this one, I can never remember the name of this one. It's like Star Dancer or something like that. Oh, she's so pretty. This one might be an upgrade for me. I think this one is an upgrade for me because this one looks to be in slightly better condition, because the one that I have, like, the hair is about the same, but the one that I have is slightly discolored. She's a little more yellow, and this one is pink. Like, this one looks like the correct color. It looks a little bit more corally on the camera for some reason, but in person, it's like a pink, like a slightly more cooler tone pink. So, and I want to look up the name really quick because, like I said, I thought that this one is... Alright, I can never remember the name, and I thought it was, like, Star Dancer or something, but let me just double check. Oh, I was right! Star Dancer! Okay. I was like, I'm pretty sure it's Star Dancer. It is. So, yeah, this is... I don't know if I did a close-up yet, but yeah, this is probably... I don't know if this is my favorite Sparkle pony or not, but this is the reason I like the Sparkle ponies, this character, because this is the one that I played with when I was a kid, and I don't remember if it, I think it might have been, like, in elementary school, like, at my school, we had toys. Like, my teacher had a toy box full of different varieties of toys, and she had a couple ponies, and that's what I would always play with. Like, everybody else would go for the trucks and the, like, literally whatever else was there, but like nobody really played with the ponies that much, and I always played with the ponies. And the two that I remember her having was this Sparkle pony, Star Dancer, and one of the adult sea ponies, the pink one with the blue hair, which I think is Wave Dancer. And for several years I had gotten the name wrong on it, but I think it's Wave Dancer, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, all right, let me make sure you can see all of this stuff. I still have more stuff coming out here, so here, let me move that there. She's still kind of in frame. All right, so that was that. Moving on. All right, I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I don't know if I can fit all the rest of the stuff up here. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the rest of this stuff is from summer. Hold on, I'm just gonna get all this out. Okay, so first things first, I did get a Jigglypuff. It is not one of the original 90s Tommy or Tomy ones. This is a slightly newer one, and I can tell by the paint job, because the original ones, they kind of look like the watercolor paintings that from back in the 90s, where they have like the white fading or the white highlighting on them. I don't know how to describe it, but there's like airbrushed patches of white. Like she's got it on her, the head here, the little swirl, so you can kind of see that. Whereas this one, all of the colors are more saturated and crisper lines. So I don't know if you can actually see it, but yeah, the lines are more crisp and everything. So you could just tell this is a slightly more modern one. Does this have a year on it? No, but there is a really long ID number there. But oh wait. 2019. Okay, this one is from 2019. So it is a newer Jigglypuff. Oh, you can't even see that. Hold on. There we go. So now you can see Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff. So anyway, yeah, 2019. This one's from some mid-late 90s, something like that. So it's a newer one with a vintage one. I wanted to have that Jigglypuff and Wigglytuff since I found them, and I had just been talking about them earlier in the day. I was like, it's meant to be. I have to get them. So yeah, I got that from summer. And actually, like I said, the rest of this is from summer, from Don't Touch My Toys. Anyway, all right. So I picked up this little Cabbage Patch Kid. Now, I'm not going to start collecting Cabbage Patch. This is one of those things kind of like Lady Lovely Locks or Cherry Mary Muffin or I don't know, a couple others where I just kind of want to have a representation of that toy line in my collection because I remember it from when I was a kid. But I don't really want to get too much into collecting. And the main reason why I don't collect Cabbage Patch Kids is because of the size. Like, I don't consider those fashion dolls the way, you know, like Barbie and stuff like that. I consider those kind of in the plushie realm because they're much bigger and they're soft-bodied. So they're kind of in the plushie, plus they're like baby dolls and it's just not really my thing. This, however, this one's really cute. I love that she's a brunette, which I love the dolls with the brown hair. And she's really cute. Like, her face is really cute. And she's tiny. She's smaller than a pony. Like, she is so small and will not take up that much space. I'm going to probably put her on this shelf back here, which is like my 80s/90s shelf and stuff like that, since I'm only going to have the one. Also, the reason that I picked her up is because of this Mickey Mouse shirt that she's wearing. Now, I forgot to ask Summer. I don't know if this shirt is actually hers. I have a feeling this shirt is actually a Barbie shirt. If I'm being completely honest. There is a tag. Hold on. It is. It is a Barbie shirt. So even though, yeah, she's a Cabbage Patch Kid, she's a little mini one and she can fit, it's a Barbie shirt. So the reason I bought her was because of that as well. I saw that and I was like, oh, that's cool. It's like a Disney, it's a, you know, a Mickey Mouse Cabbage Patch Kid. And of course I love Disney and I like my Disney dolls. So that was kind of what also fed into me wanting to get this one in particular. Because I think she had like one or two other small Cabbage Patch Kids, but I liked this one mainly because of the brown hair and the Disney shirt. Now, even though this is a Barbie shirt, technically, it looks cute on her. I don't know, it's oversized, so it doesn't really fit her completely, but it's good enough, and I'm not going to change her. I actually really like this shirt on her, so she's going to be my little Disney Cabbage Patch doll. So the one Cabbage Patch Kid I will have in my collection. I just thought she was super cute. All right, so next up, I've got some My Pretty Mermaids. So I got 2 of them. Now, I believe the third one that she had there, I'm gonna have to double check. I think the other one I already have. So I didn't get that one. This one I know for a fact I already have. However, this one is in a better condition than the one I have because the one I have is super dirty and her face is scuffed and her hair is cut. So I was planning on customizing that one anyway. So now I have her in an actual good condition, so I'm happy about that. And yeah, I think that she's super, super cute. I love the coloration of her, like, candy blue hair or whatever you want to call this like aqua blue hair with the purple and pink and turquoise theming for all the rest of her. She's so pretty and probably one of my favorite My Pretty Mermaids. Just love the coloring. But yeah, no, she was so pretty. I could not pass her up just because she is a very clear upgrade for me to have. This one I'm not 100% sure about. I wasn't sure if I had gotten this one. I thought I may have bought her this one from Summer from the last Roseville toy show. But she was like, well, why don't you just go back and watch the movie? And I'm like, okay, so this is why they pay you the big bucks. You're the brains. So I went back and watched my own video to see which one I bought, and it was not this one. So I don't think that I have the pink hair with the yellow tail My Pretty Mermaid. Maybe I've bought it off eBay because it looks familiar. So there's a possibility I do have it, unless if I'm thinking of somebody else's collection, because I watch other YouTubers who collect this, like Lao Sky Painter. She has a few, so I may have seen it in her video. I don't know. I'll have to find out. This one looks like she might have cut hair, like the lengthwise, but it might not be. She is in decent condition, and I figure, like, if I got her from eBay, this one's probably in better condition anyway. So I picked her up just because I wasn't really sure, and I did want to have her, so I figured I'd go ahead and get her. Hold on, let me move some of this around, because she can actually stand back. Well, there we go. You can still kind of see her. There we go. All right. Okay, so next up, now were exciting because I never really come across these. So I was really excited to find these in the wild and not have to order them online. I've got some Pretty Kitties, My Pretty Kitties, my little Pretty Kitties, or what, I don't remember the name of them. Anyway, so these are from Mattel. These are like Mattel's version of My Little Pony. They basically like saw the success of My Little Pony in the 80s, and Mattel's like, we need to capitalize on that, you know, like they do. And this is kind of like the Barbie Mycene to Bratz. You know, it's the Mattel version, but instead of doing ponies, they did kitties. So now I don't know if this is a Lady Lovelylocks cat or just a pretty kitty, because they're basically the same thing. They're just slightly different sizes. And the one thing I noticed is where they have the whiskers on the face is different. So let me look it up really quick and I can tell you. Okay, so these are Little Pretty Kitties. So both of these are. And the way you can tell the difference, first of all, the Little Pretty Kitties are slightly bigger than the Lady Lovelylocks Curly Cats. And the main way, because like they're such similar sizes that it's really hard to tell, so you have to look at the faces. These ones, they have their whiskers right on the upper lip, whereas the Lady Lovelylocks ones have the whiskers out on their cheeks. So you could see how the whiskers are right kind of on their upper lip right there. So that's how you can tell. Oh geez, I'm knocking things over. Stay. But yeah, you can see there's the face up close. Now, both of these are actually from the same set. Hold on, let me set those up. These are actually from the... Where is it? These are from the Polished Paws Magical Colors set. Are these UK only? UK exclusives? I don't know. I'm looking at the Ghost of the Doll website, but anyway, so they are from the Polished Paws. So they have, I guess, a color change gimmick on their paws. They have their nails, their claws, or their nails are painted. You can kind of see the front paws right there, and it looks like they're let's see, do they disappear? Okay, yeah, they kind of disappear with the heat, and it still looks like it works. So now they're a little more faded, but if it's colder, they probably get more darker in color. Yeah, her too. So both of these are from that set, the Polished Paws, and I have their names here. Let's see here. So the pink one, this one right here, this is Catra. Her name is Catra. And then she has her symbol. Oh, I cannot tell what is her symbol? Catra, pink with white hair, cat face symbol. Oh, she's a cat with a cat face for her symbol, for her cutie mark or whatever. Anyway, she's supposed to have white hair. It's very, very yellow. So I don't know if I'll need to retro bright it. It doesn't look that bad. I actually kind of like it like that, so I won't worry about it. The other one, her name is, it's Bo. Her name is Bo, white with lavender hair. So she's supposed to have purple hair, like a lavender, but her hair looks like it's faded to gray, which is fine. Once again, I don't mind. It's still cute. So, but her name is Bo, and she literally has a bow for her little symbol. So those are the Little Pretty Kitties. And I keep wanting to say My Pretty Kitties or My Little Kitties or whatever, because My Little Pony, but it is Little Pretty Kitties, right? Yeah, just Little Pretty Kitties. That's what they're called. So, yeah, so I'm actually really excited for these. I think I only have one Little Pretty Kitty in my collection, and it's a purple one that I found at the Sacramento Antique Fair from one of the vendors that I saw. He was actually here at the Roseville Toy Show as well. But yeah, I've bought my only other one from him, and it's a purple one. I believe that's the only one I have. I don't think I have another. I'm gonna have to double check, but I don't think I have another Pretty Kitty. It's just these two plus the one that I already had. So my collection of them is slowly growing now that I'm kind of expanding. You know, I was primarily ponies, but now I'm expanding into the other animals when they're official, not fakies necessarily, but like they're technically knockoffs, but they're by Mattel, so I don't consider them knockoffs. I just consider them another brand. So these, I'm also interested in keepers, but specifically the baby keepers, because they're kind of in line size-wise with ponies, and like they kind of fit in with this. And they're another toy that is vinyl like these with rooted hair, brushable rooted hair. So I'm definitely interested in those, just not the traditional keepers because they're bigger and harder plastic and they just take up more space. But I like the baby keepers. I want to start collecting those. And I don't have any of them, but I've never found them before, but I would love to find them. Anyway, all right, so now we're to my last purchase, and probably my favorite purchase from today, whatever. This is one of the Rockin Beat ponies. I only have one of the Rockin Beat ponies, and it was actually a gift from one of you, from one of the Seahorse Army members. It is a blue unicorn. Oh no, was it a gift or was it a trade? Actually, it might have been a trade, now that I think about it. I got it from somebody else in a mail opening video. If I remember, I will try and find that video and put a link up here so you can go check it out. If I can't find that video, if there's no link there, it's because I couldn't find the video. But it's somewhere on my channel. Anyway, so that's the only Rockin Beat pony that I have, and it's the blue unicorn, and I love her. I love this line because of the bold colors. But this one is Sweet Note, is that it? Yes, Sweet Notes. So this is Sweet Notes from the Rockin Beat ponies, and look how vibrant these colors are. It looks amazing. I love the color scheme that she's got. This is like some of my favorite pony hair color, the color by the way. It's like a highlighter yellow that like around the edges looks green. Like on camera, I don't even know if it comes up that way, but you can kind of see it's like a highlighter. It's neon, you know, like a neon yellow, and it kind of shifts a little bit into the green realm, which I love it. It's one of my favorite colors for pony hair. I have several other ponies that have it. I know that Surprise is one of the early ponies that had it. This little guy, he has this hair color. Same hair color, love that. And even there's another neon pony. Oh, there's a couple. I've still got like some of these ponies that have it as well. That once again, you know, these are the. Oh, I forgot what this line is called, but this is Tootie Tails. But anyway, so got that one, and then this Sundazzle pony, who I've had for one of my childhood ponies, like not the actual one, I rebought this, but yeah, this is one of the Sundazzle ponies that the hair changes color in UV rays, but she also has that yellow color there, and she's also pink. They could be sisters. This is Sweetheart Sister, this is a regular style pony, so they could be related. Maybe they're sisters. Maybe that's the canon. But yeah, no, I absolutely love this bright yellow color. It's one of my favorite colors for the G1 ponies. Now, I feel bad because Summer had gone through all the trouble of like making their hair really nice, and then I shoved them in my backpack, and now the hair is all messed up. So I'm gonna have to restyle the hair a little bit. I don't want to lose the crimping though, because it looks really nice. I think this is the original crimping. But yeah, I'm gonna have to condition the hair again and try and get it to lay a little bit nicer again. But yeah, I saw this. This was the first, I mean, obviously how can you not notice it because it's so bright, but this is one of the first things that I saw when I walked in that room, and I was like, that's gonna be mine. I'm going to own that pony, like, because I don't have her. I didn't have her already in my collection, and I wanted her. Like, I was obsessed with the colors, and it was a pony that I didn't have, G1 pony that I found in the wild. You know, I didn't order online or anything. So the fact that you know, I stumbled across her and was able to find her at the toy show, I had to have her, and I was like, if I didn't buy anything else, this was the one thing I was going to buy, and that's why I saved this to the end of this video to show her to you, because she was my favorite. This is the grand finale. But yeah, that is it. This is a great haul. I mean, I have had some, this is a huge haul. I was gonna say, I've had bigger hauls before, but usually they're like eBay hauls that like the eBay purchases span across several months and stuff like that. But like, I feel like I don't think I've had a haul this big for a while from a toy show or from like a flea market or anything. Maybe the last Roseville toy show, maybe that was a pretty decent sized haul as well, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I don't remember, but yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that video. By the way, I will link that video at the end of this one. It'll be one of the suggested videos up on the screen when this video ends. But that is going to be it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I'm gonna try and do a little, like, spend a little bit more time on editing this video so that way it looks nice, and like I want the audio to, like, the music to sync up and stuff like that with the different vendors. And I'm gonna try to make sure that the audio isn't too loud, because like I know a lot of you like will comment if the audio gets a little too loud in the clips where I'm talking, because you want to hear my voice and not the music, and I totally understand. The issue is sometimes, like, when I export a video, the audio, the music is louder than it was while I was editing it, and I don't understand why that happens. So I'm trying to, like, find a good balance to where you can hear the music, but it's not overpowering, so if you turn up the volume, you still hear me, you know? But anyway, that's stuff you don't care about. I'm gonna deal with that on the back end. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. Let me know in the comment section if you saw anything specific that you had when you were a kid, or something that you would have bought if you were there today. Like if you were walking around with me and you saw this item, you're like, oh, I would have bought that. Like regardless of the price, I would have bought that. Let me know in the comments what it would have been, and put a timestamp so that way I can go back and see what the item was you were talking about. Anyway, I need to get going. I want to start double checking and seeing like which items I actually do have in my collection and which ones are not, and get everything put away. And I need to take a nap. I am so tired. It started to get hot inside of the building. Like it was nice outside, but with that many people inside the building, it kind of got a little hot. So all that, I want to take a shower, and then I want to take a nap because I am tired. But yeah, thanks again so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. If you like this video, you can let me know by hitting thumbs up. You can check out some of my other videos by clicking one of the links on the screen. I post new videos every week, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to get notified every time I upload. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next video.